Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Committee of Adjustment meeting. I'm Larry Wheeler. I'm the Secretary-Treasurer. We have regrets from our normal Chairperson Lori Woodham and also regrets from our committee member Dennis Cuomo. So we'll start the meeting off, first of all, welcoming everybody. For those of you who are new here, the lady to the left of me is our professional planner, Linda Redmond, and our planning manager, Michelle Brown, and Maggie's on the control over there for us. She's in charge of IT, electronics and the fact that you're being videoed and live streamed. So welcome to the council chambers today. The first item of business is to elect a chairman for today. And we have a Township of Mapleton Committee of Adjustment, appoint member Jeff Doomering to the position of chairperson for today's Committee of Adjustment. And it was moved by Bob Standers and seconded by Peg Sheik. All in favor? Thank you. The second item of business is to move to the minutes of the previous meeting. We have a resolution on the floor that the minutes of the Township of Mapleton Committee of Adjustment meeting held on June 12th be confirmed as circulated in the agenda. Moved by Jeff Doomering and seconded by Bob Stanners. All in favor? Thank you. I'm just going to turn the mic over now to the chairperson, Jeff Doomering, and he'll start with item 5.1 on the agenda, and we'll begin.
Thank you, Larry. So we have an application for a minor variance, and we are at hearing number A2024-11. The location of the subject property is in the hamlet of Glen Allen and is legally described as Donald Sutherland Survey, lots 34 to 39, 44 to 46, and part George Street, part Center Street, and part Hill Street, RP 61R 21807, parts 7 and 10, and is municipally known as 18 South Mill Street. The purpose and effect of the variance application is to provide relief from the required minimum lot area. This parcel has been severed from the larger adjacent lot in order to facilitate the development of a draft-approved subdivision. This variance will satisfy a condition of severance application B3-24, which has received provisional approval from Wellington County Land Division to allow a reduced lot area of 0.297 hectares, whereas 0.4 hectares is required. Other variances may be considered where deemed appropriate. Larry, do you have any notifications or comments?
Thank you, sir. Staff can confirm that property owners, Mapleton staff, and agencies were provided with the required notice by prepaid first-class mail on August 28th. The comment summary is included in the agenda package. Proper on-site postings were completed on August 30th. And County of Wellington Planner comments from Senior Planner Jessica Rahim are attached. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Do we have any comments from our planner, Linda Redmond?
Thank you, Chair. This application, as already stated, is to fulfill a condition of consent, of a consent application that received provisional approval from the County Land Division Committee. This is hopefully the final application for this development. It's been in works for a few years now, starting off with a subdivision application that was approved in draft approved in November of 22 for the lands in behind this property. This property was part of, the ownership was part of that. So this severance was to remove the parcel that has the house on it. And then the remaining lands form part of that draft approved plan of subdivision that will be developed with homes of similar lot sizes, hopefully soon. So this was a condition to allow the reduced lot area. The reduced lot area is in keeping with the lots that are going to be developed in behind in this new subdivision. They have a smaller lot size as well, and that was approved through a rezoning in conjunction with the draft plan of subdivision application. So this lot is in keeping with the surrounding lots that are in there, and we have no concerns with the application that's in front of you.
Thank you, Linda. Would the owners, Murray and Shirley Martin, or the applicant, Louisa, like to introduce themselves and speak to the application? If you could just push the red button when you speak and then turn it off when you're done.
This one here, you can hear me now? Perfect. Hi, good afternoon, council, or committee rather. My name is Louisa. I am a planner at MHBC Planning, representing Marie and Shirley, the owners of 18 South Mill Street. We have reviewed staff's report and support the recommendation, and are just here to answer any questions that committee may have.
All right. Thank you, Louisa. Is there anyone in attendance who would like to speak to the, anyone in attendance who'd like to speak to the proposal? Anyone in attendance like to speak to it? For or against?
Speak, like providing a summary of the proposal, or just in support or against? Yes, yeah. So I guess summarizing off of what Ms. Redmond mentioned, yes, this minor variance application is meant to address a condition of consent for the lands at 18 South Mill. The property was severed off in order to allow the lands to be joined with and merged with the remainder of the subdivision lands. That is the intent of the consent application, and this minor variance application is merely meant to recognize that reduced lot area that results from the retained lot.
Thank you, Louisa. Is there anyone here that has any questions for the applicant? Okay. Any members? Bob, do you have any questions or comments?
Thank you, Chair. This looks to be an existing structure, I think, by the looks of it's been here for many years. As long as there's room on the property, and I would be sure there would be for water and septic, I have no problem with this at all. It's nice to see in my books that we aren't wasting a large piece of land to put a house on. And looking at it from doing a little drive-by, I'm sure that there is lots of adequate room on the property. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Do you have any questions or comments, Peg?
Thank you, Chair. So just to refer back to the planner, do you, in your professional opinion, think that the lot size meets the requirements for a building envelope and sewer and well and septic?
Through you, Chair, the lot that's severed and the lot that's under this application already has an existing dwelling, septic, and well on it. So all those facilities are contained within this lot. That was reviewed at the time that the consent was done. That is a requirement of consent, that the lot severed can meet those requirements. So it's all existing now.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Thank you, Peg. I guess it was a hearing resolution.
If you could just remind everybody of the 14th.
Right. So we have a resolution before us, and in order for the committee to approve a resolution, the 4 tests need to be considered and need to be met. The first one is the variance is minor in nature. The second is the variance requested is desirable for the appropriate development or use of lands, buildings, or structures. Third is the variance maintains the general intent and purpose of the official plan. And fourth, the variance maintains the general purpose and intent of the zoning bylaw. Do I have anyone who'd like to move for this resolution?
I might get you to, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Madam Chair, I might get you to read this recommendation.
Okay.
That's the resolution, right?
I will read the recommendation put before us. That the minor variance applied for in application A 2024-11, located in the hamlet of Glen Allen and legally described as Donald Sutherland Survey, lots 34 to 39, 44 to 46, and part George Street, part Center Street, and part Hill Street, RP 61R 21807, part 7 and 10, and is municipally known as 18 South Mill Street to provide the following relief as proposed. Minimum lot area proposed at 0.297 hectares, a difference of 0.103 hectares. And do I have a motion to move that? Bob, seconder? Thank you. All those in favor of the motion, raise your hand. Aye. Approved. Perfect.
Fantastic.
Are we going to close the hearing?
I'm just going to write that down. Bob moved it, Peg seconded. You can just do this last two, I guess.
Okay. So the agenda item 5.1.11, the hearing for the minor variance A 2024-11 is now concluded, and there'll be a circulation of decision sheet sent around.
Might get Bob to do that first.
All right. Are you taking over? You want me to finish number 6 there?
I can take over.
All right. I'm going to pass it over to Larry.
Thank you, Jeff, and thanks for taking on that responsibility at the last minute. That'll teach you for showing up last. General business for the meeting is upcoming hearing dates, October 9th. I'm not sure, Michelle, do we have any applications yet for October 9th? Excellent, so that's cast in stone then for October 9th. And then November 13th and December 11th takes us through to the end of the year. And if you have the time on you, Jeff, 4:14. I'll just declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.